Okay, I had a lot of people ask me about using the scoring system for scrimmage, so I thought I'd run a quick demo of how to use it. So we started up here. You'll have to download it first. I'll have a link to it in the description. There's versions for Mac and for Windows and for Linux. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to say log in. You'll see it reminds you the username local and no password. So we're going to say local and log in. Okay. So then we come up, we say setup event, and we say offline setup and manual setup and create new event. We have to give it an event code. So we're going to say scrimmage, event name, scrimmage, region. We'll just go ahead and pick the region I'm in, which is North Carolina. Obviously, you want to pick your region. Event type scrimmage, start date, let's just say tomorrow. Number of fields, 1. For most scrimmages, you'll probably have 1 field, but for larger events, you can have 2 fields so that you can alternate teams playing back and forth. So create event. Now you go down these steps in order. So you skip 0, which is headquarters sync. Edit event's done. Create default accounts. We come in here and we say generate new random accounts. This is really cool. We can do show QR codes, and this will allow so our referees and head refs, if we have them, can just come and scan the QR code and it will automatically go to the right web page and log them in. That's fantastic. So then we're going to come to add edit teams. So we just enter in team numbers. So if we enter in some of my favorite team numbers, we'll say 16072, that's the team that I coach. And then we'll say 13883, which is Razzle Dazzle, and 6078, 7444. And you can keep doing this for 461. As you do these, you see it pulls all the information in. If I didn't do your team number, it's not that I don't love you or think your team is fantastic. I'm just doing a few as examples. And I'm doing some off the top of my head. Okay, so great. We can say we're done here. Then if we want to add or edit sponsors, like maybe the location we're holding the scrimmage at, configure judging and inspection tracking. A lot of times for scrimmages, I like to turn this on and just do check-ins. You can decide you're going to do inspection or not. But one of the nice things about doing that is then what I can do is I can show on the monitors the teams as they've checked in, and everybody can see who's coming and they get excited by that. Okay. For scrimmage, we don't assign Wi-Fi channels. We don't create a pip map. After everybody's checked in, you can go create the match schedule. So say we're going to create a match schedule, and this says with 7 teams, there has to be a break. Okay, because we don't have enough teams. So let's go back and add one more just so I don't have to have a break between all of them. I mean, it's fine if you do. It's no big deal, but 1, 5, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So now I can come and create my match schedule, and I can say run. And here I can put in my start time, my end time, cycle time, and it will go ahead and make me this. The nice thing about actually putting in an accurate start time is it will tell you whether you're behind or ahead or behind schedule. So you'll see here we had to have some breaks because we don't have really enough teams. The teams that have a back-to-back have to be able to have a break to be able to replace batteries, but it's fine. So I'll say activate. For smaller schedules, smaller scrimmages, you'll run into that a lot. Okay, now we come back to our event home. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show this in 2 different windows so you can kind of see. So we set up a scoring timing display, and I'm going to say open a new window, and we're going to make this the field display, which has a field style timer. And we're going to go ahead and make this the bottom half of the screen. And we're going to make this one the top half of the screen. That way you can kind of see. Obviously, for a real scrimmage, you'd have these on, one of them would be on your computer that's running the scoring software, and the other one might be on a second monitor, or even another laptop. So we're going to come here to our match control page. One of the nice things that we can do is instead of messing up our schedule, we can come to settings. We can say enter test mode. Let's say add test match. And it starts out with some default numbers that are like -1, -2. So what the scorekeeper does is going for every match is they have load next match. You can see them come in down here, and then show preview, and then show match, and then start match. And you can hear all this going just like it normally would. And I can abort that here. Or, you can come here and you can say, okay, if this is this bottom one here, if it's the field, it doesn't show all the things. If you're doing a fancy one like the scrimmage we had last time, we had some TVs and projectors for the audience that were different than the field one. I can make another one of these screens and say it's the audience. Well, once I make it the audience, I can do all kinds of cool things. Like if I can show my slideshow, I can come in and say, show the ranks and results. I can show a message like matches start back at 1 p.m. and then come down here and say show message. It's really pretty simple, just like this. If you've got any questions, you can always press the help over here. And this has, how to, scorekeeper manual. And basically, if you have huge problems to run the scrimmage, you can always call the First Tech support line right here. So I hope this was somewhat helpful, and hope you have a fantastic scrimmage. Thanks. Bye.